workshop. Today we are going to be talking a little bit about developmentally appropriate practices in the early childhood setting. We will focus on Standard 2, which involves program planning for early childhood learners. At Angels Nursery and Kindergarten, we seek to provide high premium quality service for children ages 3 to 5. This workshop is the first of a series of workshops which was organized to facilitate training as it relates to the development of educational programs. This has become necessary as we seek to provide our high quality service to our clients. Can you take a look at the screen? We'll start with our icebreaker. Choose one question, think about it, and then you will give your responses. Thank you. Well done. We will now look at our workshop objectives, and I'll read them for you. Today we are going to you are going to learn how to provide training to teaching staff. We are teaching staff and responsible for children ages 3 to 5. To educate teachers of practices that are developmentally appropriate when planning education programs, and also to foster greater awareness of activities that are developmentally appropriate, to strengthen your knowledge and capacity as a teacher. Developmentally appropriate practices, the standard. What does it mean? It means that institutions are taking charge and they are designing comprehensive developmental programs that meet the developmental domains, making the institution ready to meet the needs of each child. Additionally, this standard is used as a guidance for best practices for the developmental of programs. After careful observation of the current programs that we cater for, it revealed that the programs were not best suited for the children, and as such, an intervention will have had to be made. So, the implementation of a series of workshops to educate teachers of the best practices that must be employed when planning programs was implemented. Developmentally appropriate practices. What does this mean? It means basically understanding child development and learning, how the children learn and they develop, being knowledgeable about each child, how the child thinks, what are their learning styles, what they do, and so on, what are they interested in. Knowing what is culturally important. This entails the child's background, taking that information, their family, their values, beliefs into consideration. According to Child Care of America 2018, when formulating curriculum and planning activity programs, should include the following: individual appropriateness, age appropriateness, culture, role and social responsiveness, child-centered and teacher-centered experiences. These put together will give the child the best suited experience. I will now outline some inappropriate and appropriate practices. Early childhood practitioners do not understand the importance of the intervention of children's learning. The appropriate practice: early childhood practitioners recognize that curriculum is embedded in the environment and plan accordingly. Environment includes materials, activities, arrangements, relationships, and interactions that adults provide. The curriculum is structured. It is inflexible. It's not flexible, and there's no opportunities for divergent thinking. The practitioner understands the importance of emergent curriculum, which develops from the children's interests and experiences that are meaningful to them. Children are involved in constructing their own learning. Another inappropriate practice: the practitioners do not take the children on field trip or engage community speakers. What is appropriate? The practitioners explore the community with the children and invite people to speak to the children about relevant topics. Inappropriate again: materials are not suitable for the age group or do not reflect the children's home cultures or reflect gender stereotyping. Appropriate practitioners provide inclusive and diverse developmental appropriate props and materials reflecting children's interests and cultural background. Boys and girls have the same experiences and opportunities. Early childhood practitioners limit children in their play opportunities and insist that large group experiences where children wait for long periods of time to take turns to use materials. They promote free play opportunities at the individual and group levels to encourage learning and discovery. Having said all that, I will now take you to some activities that you can employ as a practitioner to ensure that you are planning appropriate programs. Wadley would have postulated that environmental and early childhood settings should be safe, stimulating, and support the program and curriculum. Safety, you must provide this for the children. It is most important. Stimulating and rich environment, you must provide things that will grasp the child's attention. This can be done through the creation of learning centers, where the child will go to whatever they are interested in, whichever center, and take part in the activities there. The relationships, foster relationships with the parents. It is important to have good relations with your parents. And child-friendly, attractive. All your shelves, cupboards, for example, should be at the child's level. Material should be suitable for the child, yes, and so on. Development of abilities in critical thinking. Experimenting, exploring, and investigating gives children the most experiences in developing their critical thinking skills. It helps them to discover learning so that they would come into that knowledge on their own and feel a sense of pride that they would have discovered this new knowledge. Engage the children in field trips. Field trips, yes, are very important. It causes the children to become aware of their community and what takes place within their environment. And you invite community members to share. When community members come in to share in a school, they would bring knowledge to the children that they would not know. The children would feel a sense of warmth and appreciation of the knowledge, and they would take this and use it to their benefit, creating their own ideas. Provide suitable age-appropriate materials and props. Example, in art and craft, all children can take part in that. At dance, all children would be able to take part in this activity. Role play, children can dress up as policemen, as different careers, whatever they choose. They can dress up, think about being in a kitchen, making a meal, and so on. Storytelling. As we know, story gives children a vast experience where they will be able to share and interpret what they would have understood from the story. And finally, we get to play. According to Fred Rogers, through play, they discover the world and themselves. Activities of play. Physical play. We know this is running up and down on the field, taking part in jumping, skipping, sand and water play. They create, they mold, they do whatever. They pour water, they pretend that they're sailing a boat. Dramatic and role play. They dress up, they pretend they are cooking, they are a chef. They pretend that they are an artist. Play using manipulatives and building blocks. They build with the blocks, they create towers, they create buildings. Puzzles, they put them together, and as they do this, they are also developing their critical thinking skills and technological gains. In this era, we should expose our children to technology as it enhances their learning experience. It gives them more information, and it's easily and accessible at their fingers. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you. I have here further references for you to review where you can get additional information on what was presented. Again, I say thank you.